You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're going to be talking next to a special sergeant. It all goes back to we're trying to interview a selection of the people that were at the Swale Volunteer Awards. Firstly, thank you very much for speaking to us. I was hoping you could introduce yourself to our listeners firstly.
Yeah, sure. I'm Special Sergeant Ashley Collick from the Swale Special Constabulary. What that means is I'm a volunteer police officer for the area of Swale. I provide basic policing tasks, working alongside regular officers in Swale.
So how does that kind of work? You sort of being a volunteer and other officers, obviously that's their full-time job.
Yeah, it dates back a few hundred years where people just spend their time helping out the regular officers. It goes quite back in history.
So is it kind of a difficult task? Because I assume you have a full-time job and then you do this voluntary. How do you manage to fit that all in, and how does it work around shifts at the police station?
Well, currently I'm a policing student at Canterbury Christchurch University, so I'm working flexible hours, and as a special you can work whenever you want. We have to we sign up a contract to say that we work a minimum of 16 hours a month, so it's an average on 4 hours a week. Most specials complete over that, and yeah, we just go on duty when we're able to.
So how long have you been doing it, and are you hoping to become a full-time officer eventually?
I've been special now for just over 2 years. I do want to join the Royal Air Force as a pilot, so if I was to join the police, it'd be as a backup if I wouldn't get into the Air Force.
Now, we at BRFM were at the Volunteer Awards, and you were there as well. So, congratulations for getting that. And but it was nice to be recognised.
Yes, definitely. When you go out on shift, most of the public just see you as an ordinary police officer. We all wear the same uniform, and the only thing that denotes us differently is the letters SC, or in my case, a silver bar on top of my force number on the uniform. So for that recognition as the volunteer police officer, it was really, really good to receive it.
So how does it work? Are you, as such, exactly the same as a full-time police officer in what you can cover and deal with?
Yes, we receive similar training. There are some aspects like interviewing that we don't receive, because being that it's a volunteer nature, we haven't got the time to spend interviewing suspects and getting the investigation pushed through as quick as it should be done. But apart from that, we carry the full range of powers that a police officer has, and we carry out exactly the same tasks as they do out on the street.
Now, I understand you want to talk a little bit about recruitment, I think.
Yes, definitely. If anyone is thinking of joining as a police officer or a police community support officer, by joining as a special constable first, it gives you a great insight into the organisation and the opportunity to learn the law and legislation behind it and putting it into practice out on the streets.
Was there anything else you'd like to get over to our listeners about what you do?
Yes, definitely. It's a really, really rewarding role. If you're a really community-orientated person, it's a great way to spend a little bit of your free time. So by joining, if you wanted to do that, there's an online recruitment process. If you was to log into www.kent.police.uk/join us, it gives you the full information about the role that we do carry out and information on how to join.
Well, if you're happy we've covered everything, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to our listeners all about being a special sergeant and what you do.
That's great. That's no problem at all.